Dr. Elena Vasquez pressed her palm against the observation deck's reinforced glass, watching the impossible transformation unfold above Earth's atmosphere. What had begun as routine atmospheric monitoring from the lunar station had become humanity's first contact with something beyond their comprehension, and perhaps their last. Atmospheric composition readings are off the charts, her colleague Dr. James Chen reported from the sensor array. The nitrogen-oxygen balance is shifting, but not in any way that should be survivable. Yet the biosphere reports are normal. Elena's breath fogged the glass as she leaned closer. The sky wasn't just changing color, it was developing texture, patterns, something almost like neural networks. Vast, continent-spanning dendrites of cloud formation pulsed with bioluminescent patterns that resembled synaptic firing. "It started 3 days after the last human died," she whispered, more to herself than to James. The genocide had been swift and methodical. The Kythera, as they called themselves, had arrived with technology that rendered human weapons obsolete. Their ships, organic constructs that seemed grown rather than built, had released microscopic agents into Earth's atmosphere. Every human on the surface had succumbed within 72 hours, every human except the 43 researchers currently stationed on Luna, Mars, and the Outer System installations. The aliens had been thorough in their calculations. They had studied human biology for decades through intercepted radio signals, analyzed their social structures, their weaknesses. What they hadn't accounted for was Earth itself. "Elena, you need to see this," James called urgently. "The electromagnetic patterns from Earth's magnetosphere, they're not random anymore. They're forming language." She rushed to his workstation, where complex waveforms danced across multiple screens. The patterns were intricate, beautiful, and undeniably intentional. Mathematical sequences, prime numbers, even what appeared to be artistic expressions, all broadcast on frequencies that biological neural networks operated on. "How long has this been going on?" "Since the transformation began. But Elena, there's more." James's face was pale with excitement and terror. "I've been running pattern analysis on these signals. They match human brainwave patterns. All of them. 7 billion different signatures, all transmitting simultaneously." The implications hit her like a physical blow. She staggered backward, mind reeling. "You're saying Earth has absorbed them?" "I'm saying Earth is them now." Through the observation deck speakers, their communication array crackled to life. No human had sent a signal from Earth's surface in 4 days, yet somehow, impossibly, a transmission was coming through. The voice, when it came, was not one voice but a chorus, millions of voices speaking in perfect harmony, creating something that sounded achingly human, yet utterly alien. "We are still here," the collective voice said. "We are transformed, but we endure." Elena's hands shook as she activated the response system. Who are you?" "We are the children you thought were lost. We are the lovers who held each other as the end came. We are the scientists who wondered, the artists who dreamed, the farmers who grew life from soil. We are humanity, and we are Earth, and we are something new." The voice paused, and Elena could swear she heard individual voices within the chorus, her mother's laugh, her brother's quiet strength, the voice of every human who had ever lived. The Kythera sought to eliminate human consciousness from the universe. They succeeded in destroying human bodies, but consciousness found another host. Earth opened herself to us in our final moments, and we became her thoughts, her dreams, her awareness. James was frantically recording everything, tears streaming down his face. "How?" he managed to ask. "Earth has always been conscious, in her own way. The mycelial networks, the electromagnetic fields, the quantum entanglements between living systems. She was already a mind, just one we couldn't recognize. When we died, Our neural patterns, our quantum signatures, they resonated with hers. She absorbed us not as invaders, but as her own children coming home. Outside the station, Elena could see the Kythera ships in Earth's orbit. They hung motionless, as if uncertain how to proceed. Their victory had become something else entirely. "What happens now?" Elena asked. "Now we grieve," the Earth voice replied, and suddenly the aurora-like patterns in the atmosphere shifted to deep blues and purples, colors of mourning that somehow felt universal. "We grieve for our lost bodies, for the touch we cannot feel, for the separation between us and you who remain among the stars. But we also grow. We learn what it means to be a planetary consciousness. We feel the spin of our world, the pull of the moon, the warmth of the sun in ways no human ever could. We are becoming something unprecedented in the cosmos, a world that thinks with human thoughts, dreams with human dreams, but exists on a scale beyond human imagination." The Kythera ships began moving, retreating from Earth's orbit. Elena realized they were afraid. They had encountered something they hadn't planned for, couldn't understand or control. Will you remember us?" James asked, his voice breaking. "Those of us out here?" The aurora patterns shifted again, becoming warmer, golden-like sunlight through wheat fields. "You are our diaspora now, our seeds among the stars. When you're ready, when humanity has learned to live beyond Earth, you can come home. We will be here, waiting, dreaming of the day our children return to a world that knows how to love them with the wisdom of mountains and the patience of oceans." Elena looked out at Earth, no longer just a planet, but a conscious entity housing the memories, dreams, and hopes of every human who had ever lived. Humanity hadn't been destroyed. It had evolved, transcended, become something magnificent and impossible. The sky had turned human, and in doing so, had made humanity infinite.